Hey there. So I'm going to pick up where I left off from my last video I did last Tuesday on day 4. It is now day 10. And today I put on like real people clothes because I finally left my bedroom for the first time since surgery. I just had my doctor's follow-up visit. I believe it was Wednesday. I finally had my first bowel movement since I had surgery. If you've ever had surgery and been on pain meds, you know how much pain meds mess up your stomach. So I've been taking Cystocele since I had surgery on top of magnesium. And so I had that, and after that I experienced a lot of bleeding. I mean, it was just a constant bleeding. So I called my doctor's office and I was told that it is normal and that I will be experiencing bleeding on and off for about a month. And then I had my second one and I experienced a lot of pain again. My anterior incisions were not bothering me up until this point, and now they were. So I called the doctor's office again and asked if I should up my dosage on my stool softeners, and I was told no. I was told that what I was taking was fine dosage and anything more could cause straining. So I stuck with what I was doing. I was making noteworthy strides for me. I started sitting up on my own and being able to get out of bed on my own on Friday night. So I thought I was making headway. My incisions weren't hurting as bad, and I didn't feel the ligament pain as bad. Fast forward to Sunday, Mother's Day, yesterday. I had my third one, and I was experiencing a lot of pain, and I saw stitches come out. So I called the after hours, and my doctor called me back, and he told me that I have dissolvable sutures, so the sutures coming out is normal. About an hour after that, I noticed that I had pus coming out. So I called him to let him know that I think I have an infection, and he said that to move my appointment up earlier. So I went to my doctor's my follow-up today. We went over my operative report, so I have like my technical terms now. I had a laparoscopic uterine uplift procedure, round ligament, Colposuspension, and an anterior vaginal repair for my bladder. So found out that I had 3 polyps that were thankfully benign. So he removed those, and I also had an adhesion on my appendix that he fixed. And I got some cool little pictures of before and afters. I don't know, I'm kind of weird. I like that stuff. I actually asked before I went under if I could have pictures of my insides, because especially my uterus, I think it's kind of cool just to see where my babies lived for 9 or so months. So he went over everything with me, and then he went over my exam that he did prior to going over everything with me, and I found out that it was not okay that my sutures, they were not coming out on their own. I'm pretty sure, well, the first time I called on Wednesday, that I ruptured my sutures, therefore I have not been healing this whole time. With all that said, I feel like I took 10 steps back. I have been doing the bare minimum. I have not left my bedroom until I went to my doctor's appointment today. So I'm feeling very defeated right now. I could tell that something was wrong. I mean, honestly, it felt like someone had rubbed a jalapeno on my incisions, and I was feeling a lot of swelling. So I knew something was not normal. What's done is done. And now I'm going in for my second surgery Wednesday morning to have, because on top of my sutures, being popped, my bladder is now failing. So I'm going in to have my bladder fixed again. I don't know what to expect at this point, honestly. So hopefully he used some reinforcement with the sutures this time, and I don't have to go through this a third time. But I'm so thankful for all of the support that I received, because I honestly was not sure what kind of feedback I was going to get by putting my experience out there. But I have had so many sweet women that have reached out to me telling me about their issues. I love women supporting women, and I just think that it's beautiful. Otherwise, I've had women that said that they didn't know that this could happen, and considering that it happens to 1 in 2 women by the age of 50, it's kind of something that women should know about their body, and I'm glad that I was able to put that out there. I don't want this to be a horror story or anything. I mean, stuff happens. Definitely going to up my dosage on stool softeners. This is just such a lovely subject. Yeah, all modesty's out the window, but hey, this is my experience, I'll tell it. The moral of the story is, if you think something is wrong, you need to push for it, regardless of whether or not you are told that it's fine, because no one knows your body like you. So if you think something's wrong, get it checked out sooner rather than later. Far less excited this time. Way more tired this time. I just want to get this over with. Second time's a charm. Hello. It has been 2 weeks exactly since I did my last update, and I had my 1 week follow-up today from my second repair. So after my second repair, I was in a lot more pain in my anterior incision the second time around than I was the first time. I'm not really sure if that's because my uterine incisions and that procedure was a lot more painful because of my ligaments, and it was abdominal. I didn't really notice my anterior incisions so much the first time. But from that, my doctor did figure 8 sutures, and I had my exam today and they held up wonderfully. He said everything's healing very nice. I do have another infection. This one's in my bladder, so not in my incisions. I think this is my 3rd infection now. My husband and I kind of joked that the second surgery was like warranty work. Second repair was an hour long. Yeah, they had me in and out of the hospital though, as far as I was just coming out of anesthesia and I was discharged. They did not have me pee at the hospital after the second surgery, and they had me, that was like my requirement before I left from the first one, before I could leave. And they did not have me go to the bathroom before I left for the second procedure. So I got home and I could not go, could not trickle, nothing would come out. It hurt so bad. So I had to get prescribed a medication again to relax my bladder, my urethra, and everything, and then I was able to go after that. Yeah. I've had several bumps in the road. As far as updating on how I've been doing, I finally left the house for the first time this weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and went to the pool. I can't go in the pool, but I went to the pool for about an hour. That was my max. I was really tired, really sore after that, but it was just nice to get out of the house, get some fresh air. So things that I have learned throughout this experience, aside from my last message, speak up when you think something is wrong, I've learned that milk of magnesia is amazing after having a surgery. I wish I would have been told that after the first time. Squatty potty, that thing is genius. Used to laugh about that, but no, that thing really works. Also, heating pads are your best friend for your ligaments or your abdominal incisions, and then ice packs for your lower incisions. Those have been so helpful. I have an orthopedic donut, which I'm not really using yet because it's still not comfortable to sit up. I have to lean back. Still in recovery, still very restricted, and I'm feeling a lot better though. I have stopped my painkillers. I'm on ibuprofen still. That's helping a little bit, I guess more than not. But overall, this has absolutely been worth it. I can finally sneeze and cough and laugh and blow my nose without peeing. I can pee upright again and actually empty my bladder, which I have not been able to do in a decade. One benefit that I didn't even think was going to change after this surgery was when you have prolapses, I didn't realize how much the prolapses crushed nerves and blood flow. And I have had so many spasms where everything down there is getting more blood flow again. So I'm very excited for that. There's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. Like, I cannot wait to get back in the gym and not have any complications. For anybody who is considering having surgery, definitely recommend doing your research thoroughly to find the right doctor that's going to be a match for you and is going to give you the results that you are looking for, and obviously very experienced in the issues that you are having. Like I said in my first video, I was recommended to see a urogyne. The doctor that I ended up going with specializes in pelvic surgeries, so he was definitely someone that I felt the most comfortable with going forward with my options or with my surgeries. Honestly, any of the issues that I had as far as lack of communication was due to nurses and nothing to do with my doctor. My doctor has been incredible throughout all of this, and I absolutely loved him. And I'm so glad that I found the perfect match, and I did wait, but I'm glad that I did not wait any longer and I finally have everything fixed and I have relief. I am only 30 years old and did not want to live the rest of my life like this. So yeah, thank you for watching and following along on this experience if you watched my other videos. And if anyone has any questions, feel free to reach out to me.